All right, I see it. Here we go.
All right, so welcome everyone. We are here at MEQ Academy, and today we are going to do this session on parenting. We have a guest from US, Ikedah Alston, who is going to be our facilitator today, and she is going to give us lovely tips around, how to parent kids during pandemic. So, without wasting a single minute, I'm going to hand it over to Ikedah. Ikedah, all over to you. Please start.
Hi everyone. Like I said, my name is Aikita, and my portion of the workshop is called Parenting in a Pandemic. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for you so you can see my presentation. There we go. All right. So today we're going to talk about some of the challenges. Of course, there's probably a million of them that's been going on in this pandemic. I'm going to talk about some tips that I want to give just to kind of ease the overwhelm of your parenting in this pandemic. I'm going to talk about some gratitude options that we can also try. And I'd like to offer a meditation plan that I feel that is really effective when it comes to trying to just calm yourself in the midst of a storm. All right. So first things first, I just want to slow down for a moment and then recognize that there's no one right way, no one right way to parent. We're all human, and if we don't do something, that's seemingly perfect or, properly or efficient, it doesn't mean that we're less than human or less than a parent. It just means that we need, to learn from our mistakes. So what works for one parent may not works for another parent. So comparing yourself to other parents is meaningless because what's one right thing for you may not be right for someone else and vice versa. All right. So there's no such thing as a perfect parent. So just be a real one. I really love this quote because it's it's so simple because it's like just be a real parent. There's no right or wrong or this or that or in anyone's eyes everything is going to be different. It's all subjective. So just be a real parent. All right, so let's talk about challenges. One of the biggest challenges is that millions of parents became teachers overnight. And that's just one of the many, many challenges that came about during this pandemic. I know that for me, I had to homeschool my two kids. One is in elementary school and one just started middle school this year. So it's been crazy. My son is very he likes to go all around the place and he's bouncing off the walls and he's very energetic. So to try to have him to sit down and focus, oh, it takes like 90% of my time in the day is just pretty much focused on him and getting his stuff, getting him focused on the things that he needs to do. And sometimes it's overwhelming, I must say. My daughter, not so much. She's able to actually get, most of her stuff done without any interruptions or any kind of problems. So like I said, it's one of the many challenges that's going on right now. So let me ask you guys, what about you? What kinds of challenges have you guys faced during this pandemic? You can either type in the chat or you can unmute yourself. I want to hear from you guys. What kind of challenges have you had so far? Anybody want to volunteer?
Okay, so I'm Chetna. Hi, Akira. How are you?
Hi.
So I want to share, like my 8-year-old, I'm facing this problem from last 3 to 4 months, that he is not at all willing to study. He does not want to study like before, as he was a very good child in school and at home also. But now I am seeing the pattern has changed a lot during this pandemic season, and he does not study at all in the live session, also in the online session also. And later on, like, he has to do so much of work which his teachers give him, but he does not want to do that. So
Oh,
I don't know how to motivate him for that, because I think it has been overwhelming for him also, taking so many online sessions, and he's not understanding actually what he has to do. So I think it is difficult for him also.
yeah, I can see that. Like with like there is a little bit of a difference between hands-on and then like through the video, because when they're inside the school environment, I don't know, they seem more personable, and the teachers are able to actually interact with the kids. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I've been in the classroom with my son, and I can see that, they're interactive, and the kids are getting it. But yeah, I agree with you. Now that it's virtual, it seems like kids are having a hard time really grasping and retaining the information.
Yeah, and many times he's making such silly excuses like, "Ma'am, my video is not working. Ma'am, my mic is not working." Although there is no problem like that, but he's always making one or two excuses, and his ma'am is also saying continuously. She's saying that he's not sharing anything. Whenever
Yeah,
she asks something, she's picking up her name also, his name also, and he's not willing to do anything in the classes also, and later on also. So this is one problem I'm facing, because he was very obedient. Earlier he was very good, very obedient child, but
mhm.
now this is the problem.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for sharing your
Yeah.
story. Let's see, another one, Suha on the chat, her, her
Yeah,
8-year-old.
Suhasini is, she says that my, Suhasini, you can go on, you can share, yeah, say it please.
Yeah,
What?
Hi, Kiria. I'm Suhasini here. Basically, my 8-year-old kid is highly energetic, and it's becoming very difficult for me to control control his energies and drain him out by the end of the day. He's
yeah,
intelligent. He's able to grasp the concepts which teachers are telling in the online, but he just doesn't want to practice them or do any work or even sit down and read a book. All he wants is running, playing, jumping around full
yes.
day.
Oh,
So I'm
yes.
not able to
Oh,
keep it up
man.
with him.
I can only imagine. Oh my gosh. And it seems like it's the boys. Like the boys
Yeah,
are so energetic.
seriously.
Yes. Oh man. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
Anyone else
Hina
want?
also from Panama City, she says that, these days my child is frustrated as everything is
Hmm,
online. I think this is a common issue we all are facing, Aikida. So what would you
yeah,
suggest for this?
I agree. Oh man. Okay, well, next we're going to talk about some tips on how we can, try to calm ourselves down a little bit. So, we've all heard the saying that you can't pour from an empty cup. We have to give of ourselves first before we can like really give to others. So, sometimes parents think that they have to like sacrifice themselves completely for their kids or for their parenting style. But it's proven that when you take care of yourself first, you can give of yourself a whole lot better. Excuse me. So you're not giving depleted energy or negative energy or even overwhelming energy. And it's okay to ask for help. Like if someone in your trusted circle offers help, it doesn't make you less of a parent. It doesn't make you weak. It's very, very helpful um, and convenient for when someone asks for help. So if someone offers it, take it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to not be okay. So you as a parent will set the tone for your environment. So if you're negative, it's going to spill out to your kids, it's going to spill out to your significant other and to your home. So what does that look like for you? What does making time for yourself look like for you? So in my examples, I have like taking a longer shower. Sometimes we rush to take a shower because we got to get back out there to the kids. But just staying there just for a minute longer or 5 minutes longer, or just getting a massage, just something that makes you happy. Or with this pandemic, do you even remember what that is anymore? So what kind of things that do you guys do that makes you happy without thinking about anything that's overwhelming or frustrating? What kind of things do you guys suggest or that you would like to do to actually do some self-care with yourself? Like, can anybody give me some examples of what they do? I know for me, it sounds weird, probably, but I play video games. It kind of gives me a way to release my any kind of frustration that I have. I release it into the game, and I just kind of zone out. And sometimes I can be out for hours. So
So for
yeah,
Same thing
me,
so
with
like
me.
it's paints.
Yeah.
For me, it's like painting and exercising, doing yoga, stretching.
yeah, yeah, those are great ideas. Yeah, listening to music, watching web series. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
again, I think while we say that we watch web series, it's important that we control ourselves because then
Yeah,
it's never ending, thing. And there are so many
exactly.
channels. There are so many channels, then you are only wasting your time rather than
Right.
getting some. That is also there.
Yeah. All right. And okay, so tip number two is to just slow down for a bit and know that it's okay to just be okay, to just be. So like you said, there's no such thing as perfection. We're all human. And what may work for one parent may not work for another parent. So you have to give yourself grace, like to understand that no parenting style is perfect, and what you're doing may not fit someone else, or if what you're doing at the moment is not working with your kids or not working with you, then move on to something else, try something else. But when you're always in like just go 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 mode, you might miss some of the little details, that like some of the little wins that's going on in the day. Like maybe your child has a small little win, and because you're rushing around, rushing, you might miss that. And sometimes those small moments, well, not sometimes, those small moments lead up to big moments. So just think about this. How many precious moments have you missed because you're just going? Sometimes it's good to slow down, breathe, and just take it one moment at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 day at a time. Yeah. So, tip number three is, and this is something that I highly recommend. When you wake up in the morning, just think about three things that you want to tackle for that day. And it doesn't have to be big or extravagant. It could be watering your plants or even just making an effort to smile more. Sometimes that's really hard because you're in focus mode. And sometimes we just forget to smile or just unclench or just kind of just relax our shoulders back a little bit. And even when you don't feel like smiling, do it anyway because it helps to set the tone. And guess what? If you don't get all three tasks done that day, it's okay. That's okay too. The world isn't going to end. Just try again tomorrow. But one thing about doing these three tasks is that you'll definitely feel a sense of accomplishment. and you're going to feel grateful that you were able to, check off. Because, sometimes for people, it's nice to check off something from your list, and it makes you feel good and it makes you feel grateful. So speaking of grateful, I want to talk about gratitude. Now, I like to keep a gratitude journal, and it's basically scientifically proven that when people regularly show gratitude, they're much happier. So what I recommend is to start and end your day with gratitude. It can just be a thought, or you can choose a gratitude journal, or just any sheet of paper just to write down your thoughts. So it takes only a few minutes a day. When you wake up, just think of 3 things that you're grateful for. And before you go to bed, think of 3 things that you're grateful for that happened for that day. And like I said, it doesn't have to be huge. It could be like a hug that your child gave you, or that you were able to get dinner prepared on time that day. So little things really add up, and being grateful for those little wins will keep you grounded and motivated enough to keep going. It's been really, really helpful for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, so I have a little video on gratitude that I want you guys to check out. So give me a second here. I'm gonna make it full screen so you can see it.
Today, the Oxford Dictionary defines gratitude as the quality or condition of being thankful, the appreciation of an inclination to return kindness. And we've only really started to study gratitude scientifically in the past 30 years. In a 2015 study, participants were asked to imagine how they would feel if a complete stranger saved their life. I mean, how would you feel? The participants had to rate how grateful they were to strangers who provided them with gifts of food or clothing, or while they had their brains scanned in an fMRI machine. Researchers found their ratings of gratitude positively correlated with activity in brain areas associated with fairness and value judgments. It makes sense because gratitude is often thought of as a moral emotion. There are even benefits in just noting how grateful you are. Another study asked people to write down 3 things that went well that day and why for 1 week. At the end of the week, people were slightly happier than at the beginning, and over time, their happiness scores kept improving. After 1 month, they were 5% happier, and after 6 months, 9% happier, just from 1 week of writing a journal. A similar study with participants with heart disease found that keeping a gratitude journal increased their heart health and quality of sleep, perhaps because it reduces stress. Counting your blessings quite literally makes people happier and healthier. And some people are even hardwired to be more thankful. In a recent study of 77 couples, those with a particular genetic variation that affects the secretion of oxytocin expressed more gratitude towards their partners. Oxytocin is thought to play a big role in promoting close social bonds, so gratitude is part of the glue that keeps these relationships together. So if you think it's the thought that counts, think again. Science says there's some pretty amazing benefits to our mind, body, and relationships when we say those 2 small words. Thank you. Today, the Oxford Dictionary defines gratitude as the...
There we go. And so one of the biggest things that that I got from that video was the sleep. We all know that sleep is very important in calming our brains and recovering from all the overwhelm and stress from the day. So keeping that gratitude journal, it helps you to sleep better, and that's always a good thing. All right, so the next topic is going to be meditation plan. Sometimes when the storms of life are threatening to sweep you away, This mindfulness meditation can help you access a peaceful place where you can rest, even if it's for a few minutes. It doesn't take a long time, and it allows you to reset. So this place of inner calm and stillness is like the eye of a storm. So even when all these turbulent thoughts are swirling around you, you can use your breath to stay grounded in the present moment and allowing the storm to pass. So I'd like to invite you all now to just do a little meditation activity. It's only going to take about 3 minutes. And just to release the stress, release everything that's going on, and just be mindful in this very moment. So I'm going to play this for you guys now.
Imagine that you are sitting in the center of a great big field. The clouds are rolling in and blanketing the sky as if to tuck it in for a good night's sleep. The wind blows and it whistles and it lifts the dust off of the ground around you. You can smell the rain on the wind's breath.
English or
And from the distance, you can see a spiraling funnel cloud start to descend from the sky and touch down in the same field that you're sitting in. The thunder begins to rumble. You can feel the wind currents picking up and tossing through your hair. Raindrops start to fall and kiss your cheekbones. The funnel cloud whips and twirls, and you watch it move closer to you, and yet you still sit still and watch. Take a deep breath in, straight into the center of you, and exhale all the way down through the bottoms of your feet. Ground and root in to the center of you. You remain here, still breathing, as you watch the storm spin outside of you, knowing that it is unable to touch this presence that lives within you. Breathe in and breathe out, allowing yourself to anchor even more into the center of your beingness, and holding hands with the unaffected presence here that is you. Notice your choice to be here right now. Even when the outside world is noisy and kicks up dust, static, and debris, we can still choose our inside presence. Take a breath in and breathe out. Start to bring some movements into fingertips and toes.
So I'm just going to pause right there for a moment. That's the end of the meditation. This is one of my very, very, very favorite activities to do, especially when I'm extremely overwhelmed and I just can't seem to get my bearings about me. I sit and it doesn't even have to take 5 minutes, 3 minutes. It could just take as many seconds as you need to just Stop. Think about all the stuff, all the drama, all the negativity, all of the things that are going on outside of you. And they're just whirling around outside of you. But you are at the center of that storm. You're at the calm place. You're at the eye. And you just imagine yourself being there in that moment, in that stillness, and let all that stuff just go around you and just be there in that moment. And like I said, it doesn't take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It can take as much time as you need. But just know that you can take that time. You have to take that time just to relax and de-stress. And it's the very best thing to do for at least 2 to 5 minutes every day. Yeah, you're right, Laka. So, yeah. But that's one of my favorite things. I really, really love that.
Imagine that you are sitting in the center.
Okay. So what are your, I want to hear some of your key takeaways from this workshop. So our reflection is, are we perfect? No, there's no such thing as perfection. Practice makes progress. I don't believe in practice makes perfect because there's no such thing. We definitely want to take care of ourselves. Self-care is the least selfish thing that you can do for yourself, for your family, for your environment. So do it well and do it intentionally. For your gratitude, giving thanks, scientifically proven that it makes you happier. What else can we say about that? And then your meditation, when you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, scattered, or just in need of some headspace, take that 2 to 5 minutes and think about that eye of the storm meditation. So what are you going to do moving forward to do some self-care? I want to hear from you guys. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now.
Yeah, so I think we are open for questions and your reflection also, that what you are going to do. Thank you so much, Ikedah. You have shared some of the really good, points here. So, I think my takeaway from this workshop is, self-care is really, really important. And as a mother myself, I think I too need a break. At times I need to look into my need. If I want to take a break, I really should take that break. It is no crime at all, because many times I have seen that, as a woman, as mothers, sometimes we feel guilty that maybe we are not paying much attention to our children or not giving enough time to them. But with this, time, the pandemic that we have been facing for almost a year now, it is becoming really difficult. It is like really difficult to focus on yourself, on your children, on your husband, on the household things also. It is overwhelming actually now. Sometimes I really feel whether it is going to end, or is it going to remain like this, or is it a new way we are living life now, or we need to practice something else. So yes, self-care is a key takeaway for me, that I need not to have any guilt on that. If I need that break, I must take that break for myself. Because again, it will be good for the family only. Because if you are happy, then only you can give happiness, as you said rightly. You just can't serve from an empty vessel. So happiness also you can share when you are happy from within yourself. Exactly. So that was my takeaway. But yes, we would like to hear from all of you. We are not too many here. So I would request everyone, Hina, Chetna, Komal, Suha, Shweta, you can please just unmute and share your views. Any questions you have? Yeah, Komal.
Yeah, I must say this pandemic, वैसे तो females are born multitaskers, I think. but especially in this pandemic time, I feel कि we are becoming multitaskers, and during that time na, to balance out each and everything, we have lost ourselves. You are totally right, Lata. I totally agree with you. Self care is the most important thing. If charity begins at home, I think first it is with me. If I am happy, the world is happy. And I being like homemaker, it is, I think it is more of the female duty. If the female of the house is happy, I think everyone in the family is happy, for me. And if I am not happy, I think it reflects. So
That's true. Thank you.
thank you so much for this. I can really thanks for these useful tips. Gratitude and meditation. I think these two tips are very useful for me, which really changes the things.
Absolutely.
True.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so my takeaway is that self-care definitely, and I'm going to do that. And gratitude is one of the thing I've been doing since this pandemic has started. So it really works. I agree with you, Akira. It really works, and I'm really, if I'm happy sometimes, so it is only because of this gratitude thing which I'm practicing daily. Self-care and meditation, I'll do it, and positively I will do it now, and I won't feel guilty as a mother that I often feel that I'm not paying attention to my little ones. So this is one thing I will try doing it. And so it was a very lovely session. Thank you, Aikida.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Hi, my takeaway is that what I like the best part is that you should take out some time for yourself, where I normally don't take out time just for myself because my life is so busy throughout the day. But which when you mentioned about taking out time for yourself, it also gives us a lot of peace of mind, which I'm going to work on it, and also that meditation part. I'm already a Buddhist, but sometimes it's good to listen from others also regarding the more meditation. I will work on that also, and really this section is very very good. I got something to do, and I'll start working out from today. Thank you, thank you.
Awesome. Welcome.
That's lovely.
Hi, Kriya. I'm Suhasini here again. This gratitude journaling part, which you had mentioned, we started it recently in my house. It's we're calling it as family emotional journaling, because just if we ask my kid to express his gratitude for a couple of things in a day, he's losing track of it. Why he should be doing it? But whereas when we start expressing our emotions at the end of the day in a written format in a diary, it gives him it start giving him the complete feel of the love which both the parents are having on him, and how we choose not to express at times because we are busy with our work and stuff like that. And that in kind of started eliminating all the inhibitions and all the insecurities which he started building up during this pandemic period. Because I told you earlier also, right? He's a or very highly energetic kid, and at times we need to kind of put him down. We need to give him some boundaries, so we keep shouting at him. So I will club that gratitude part also into this emotional journaling going forward. The second takeaway for me is self-care. That is one part which we are totally lacking, even me or my husband, because we are too busy with the work, kids, pets, whatnot, everything which a family can have, right? So I think we should be practicing it going forward.
Very good.
It's a really
Absolutely.
wonderful session. Thanks for all the tips and tricks.
Thank
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you, Ikedah. Especially this meditation exercise really helped you today. Today I was really in a stress. But many things were going on, and when I did this, I'm really feeling so relaxed and so concentrated right now. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. That's lovely. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Lata's on you.
Annie,
Thank
you want
you.
to say anything?
Actually, hi everyone.
Anyone else?
I missed a lot of the most important part of the session, but what I heard from everyone, I think there's a lot more to learn. So meditation, I was already practicing yoga. It really, really helps. And I also feel the difference. The day I'm not doing yoga or I don't do any exercise, I literally find myself yelling at the kids, because I think you really need to exercise is very important. Yes, it has a lot of benefits, I understand. And the gratitude and other parts I still have to inculcate. I think it's a very good learning. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Ikedah, for this lovely session. And it was really, helpful for all of us here. We all are same, like, see, no matter from where we are right now, which part of the world we are, but as mothers, as parents, we have almost same kind of feelings most of the time. So giving ourselves some time, gratitude and meditation can really help us. So let's, do it more. It's just the beginning of the year, and I think we all can do it. So we will, how we are going to do it. We are going to meet you again next month with a new workshop from one of our coaches, and we'll talk more about parenting. And I think these kind of discussions are really required, because it motivates us, and at least we feel that we're not alone into this. So we all are together, and we all can win it together. So again, thank you, Ikedah. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today and attending the session with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I have stopped the live Facebook. You can also go back and check on the Facebook. We'll have a video there, so you will be able to check it out.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye. And we'll meet you again next month with a new parenting workshop.
Bye-bye.
Bye.